Hey, welcome back to my channel. Excuse my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather. But I just wanted to come here and talk to y'all about this Married to Medicine drama. Now, I am a few episodes behind, but this Contessa possibly suing Buffy situation, I couldn't let this go by. I had to say something. So I'm sure some of you have already seen that Buffy did an interview, and in that interview, she said something about, I believe it was the last scene, season 7, the finale episode, where they were at Toya's housewarming party, and they all were dressed in, the saris and the Indian garb. And there was a situation where they were in Toya's closet, her 2-story closet, and Contessa and Buffy got into a little situation. I remember that. That was a very good scene because, baby, it was a lot going on in that scene. A lot happened. Now, Buffy stated in this interview that Contessa grabbed her by her neck and said something along the lines of, "Do you want me to get on the ground and rock you like the babies you'll never have?" Now, I don't remember Contessa saying nothing like that. I think she said maybe it wasn't shown. Look, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, what was cut off, what was on the editing room floor. I don't know. What I do remember, though, what I remember was Contessa did grab Buffy by the face because she was crying repeatedly. She grabbed Buffy by the face and she was telling her something like, "Oh, you can't just live in the shit. You got to move on. You got to do something better. Like, you just can't live in the shit forever. You have to move forward with your life." Something along the lines of that. And I do remember Mariah was upset. She didn't like how that happened. And she kind of chimed in and said her little piece about, somebody said that a loss at 6 weeks was not the same. Like, it was a lot going on in that scene. So the interviewer said to Buffy, like, he said allegedly. She said, "Oh, no, it's not allegedly. It happened. It happened. Nothing I said is alleged. I was there." Well, it got back to Dr. Contessa, and Dr. Contessa is like, "No, ma'am. You asked for a lawsuit, baby girl. I'm gonna give you a lawsuit." And everybody is talking about it, and I'm just kind of like, okay. Now, personally, I do not care too much for Buffy or Contessa. When they've done their right things, I'm gonna give it to them. When they've done their wrong, I have no problem saying that as well. But Buffy, I think this was season 7, if it wasn't, my bad. So when Jackie made the comment that she did about Buffy being infertile, I was 1000% on Buffy's side. I thought that Dr. Jackie was very wrong for doing it. She's always so poised and put together, and so, like, for her to say that, I thought it was wrong. And people make mistakes, okay? She's human at the end of the day. But she didn't seem to care that she said something wrong. She didn't seem like the way she handled Buffy after the fact really turned me off. So I was 10 toes down behind Buffy. Okay, I thought that the way Buffy was treated that season was wrong. She was done wrong, and everybody just wanted her to shut up about it. We know the next season she never came back to the show, and it was a wrap for Buffy. And she has spent many years griping about it on social media. She has built the platform for herself where she tends to revisit her Married to Medicine days and her issues with Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. Now, my thing with Buffy is Buffy definitely cried a lot on that show, and she had her reasons to. Nobody could tell you how you feel about what you've experienced and the trauma that you have. But so a few years ago, Buffy blocked me on my personal Twitter because I called out her hypocrisy. She was a part of the people that were attacking Candace and saying how she deserved to get beat up, and she was Team Monique and all these other things. And she found it so comical that Candace was crying about what she had gone through. And I just couldn't sit back and be quiet about it. I was like, "Girl, I know you are not making fun of somebody crying. Like, I just know that's not what I'm seeing with my eyes, because you your whole resume on Bravo was you crying. She ain't like that very much. And I called her out and a couple of others called her out. And she was very annoyed by that. She said a lot of things. And but I said what I said. I know you're not talking about nobody crying. This was my thing about the whole situation. I feel like with Candace season 5, Monique put her hands on Candace. And Candace complained about it. And I feel like it was the situation, you know how like when the big sister or the big brother hits the little sibling and you hit them too hard and they start to cry. And you try to hush them, try to shush them before your mama hears it so that your mama don't come in there and do to you what you did to your little brother or little sister. I feel like that's what happened to Candace. Monique hit Candace and then they tried to silence Candace and tried to shush her before the powers that be punished Monique. I feel like Buffy was a part of that. And I found it crazy because that's what they did to you, Buffy, on Married to Medicine. See, Dr. Jackie did something to you that wasn't right. And the cast tried to shush you, Buffy, and tried to silence you, Buffy, before the powers that be got upset with Dr. Jackie. So for you to participate in that when it came to Candace, I found that to be gross. And the crazy thing is you still haven't gotten over what happened to you on Married to Medicine. I guess you felt like what happened to you was more important than what happened to someone else. And to me, that's really, really whack. Now, I don't know. I do not know what the hell happened behind the scenes. What they didn't show us, we will never know. Unless, this really does go to court. And, hopefully, the contestant said it was 10 other people in that room and they all can vouch that they can all vouch that what Buffy is claiming did not happen. I feel like there's some inconsistencies with Buffy's stories and how she retells events. So I could believe that Dr. Contessa may not have said that. But what Dr. Contessa did say and what they did show was almost just as bad. So I don't know. I feel like Dr. Contessa was going off on Buffy that day because she was trying to protect Dr. Jackie. I really do. They know that what Dr. Jackie said was wrong. What she did was wrong. How she handled it was wrong. Her lack of remorse at the time was wrong. And I feel like they wanted to protect Jackie by shushing and silencing Buffy. And they all just looked bad. It made them all look bad. But because the numbers were in their favor, they kept on going. And Buffy is big mad about it. So I don't know what's about to happen. I think they need to settle this and leave the law out of it. Because neither side is going to come out looking too good. Like I said, we went there. We ain't see everything. But what we did see, Contessa, girl, you didn't look too good. You didn't look too good, Contessa. I don't know. But, y'all tell me what y'all think. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening.